I'm just going to go ahead and introduce Missy, and thank you all for chiming in tonight. It's kind of fun that we're having a Zoom event instead of a call, so we get to see each other's pretty faces for those of you that want to be seen. And the beautiful thing is that, you know, some of you might be ready for bed and you don't have to show your picture if you don't want to. You can just listen in and you watch. But thank you so much, Missy, for being willing to teach us tonight. I'm so excited about that. And Missy, you are a wife and mom. You're from Virginia, and I know that you have an incredible background in direct sales, and you were very successful with what you were doing before, and you didn't really know that you really were going to have a need for Juice Plus or even this mission. But once you learned more about it, you very quickly learned what a wonderful company, what a wonderful mission, what a wonderful opportunity. And I know that your health story is really pretty exciting as well. And I know that you're going to be talking to us tonight about sharing from the heart instead of selling. And I love that. I kind of try to take that word out of my vocabulary. So I'm so excited about you teaching us tonight. So thank you so much, Missy Jones. We are excited to learn from you.
Thank you so much. Hold on, I'm going to mute everybody just in case. Okay, I think everybody is muted, and please, you know, give me some sort of signal if you can't hear me in some way. So what I'm going to try to do is have my notes in the background here on my computer, and that way I feel like I can be with you all and still not be confused about what I want to say. So I do actually want to start with my story tonight as soon as I share this quote. So I am reading High Performance Habits by Brendon Burchard, and I'm in the Develop Influence section. And here's a quote from George Eliot that he included. And it says, "Blessed is the influence of one true, loving human soul on another." And I just feel like that's what we do in this mission. We just love on everybody else. And so I'm just going to start real quickly with my story. When I was introduced to Juice Plus, I felt like I was a hamster on a wheel in survival mode. I was chronically tired, chronically sick, chronically feeling like a failure as a mom and a wife and just as a person. My kids always had something going on, from runny noses to infections to viruses, and I just couldn't keep them healthy. And my husband had a failing thyroid and extremely high cholesterol, and he inherited both of those. And I felt like I didn't have any help or control or any way to change either of those. I couldn't keep up with my housework, let alone run my home-based business the way I wanted to. And then my dear friend Stephanie Getz shared Juice Plus with me, and she actually had to share with me multiple times because I think I was just too tired to actually listen the first few times. And we decided to give Juice Plus a try, and as a result, our lives have been blessed in every facet ever since. So just a real quick update, our health is amazing. There's no more cholesterol issues, no more digestive issues, no more seasonal allergies. We have tons of energy, we're sleeping great, higher immune systems, and so much more. And because I felt so amazing and truly thankful and blessed, I felt like I just couldn't keep my mouth shut, and I had to start sharing this with other people. And as a result of that, I have a stable flow of income every month where our Juice Plus orders are paid for, our mortgage and college loan is covered, and we're actually able to donate a little more to some extra charities. And all of this while working part-time from home and keeping my busy schedule intact. So I've also been able to strengthen my walk with the Lord, and it's because I finally have enough energy to get up early in the morning and do my devotional and my quiet time and read the Bible, and even have time for self-improvement books like the one I just shared with you. So I did want to say my story because I had no desire to start over again with another direct sales company. I didn't feel like I wanted to make a lateral move. I really felt like I was okay where I was, but I knew that our health was not okay and that we were nutritionally deprived. And so making a move from one company to another, I thought it was going to be a lateral move. I was already trying to help people with healthy recipes and tools and making sure they had family time around the table. I didn't understand a mission versus a business, and I didn't understand residual income versus reproduction income, which is what made me feel like a hamster on a wheel. Then, through much prayer, and I have to emphasize the much, and God humbling me, I realized that Juice Plus wasn't about me. It was about everyone else, every single person that would listen to anything I had to say about Juice Plus. And so if I'm sharing the product, it's definitely that it's for every person. And it's specifically for people that need more nutrition, more energy, higher immune systems, and so much more. This is an actual gift. I get to share it, and they get to decide if their health is worth that investment. Okay, so now that we know it's a gift and that I get to share it and not sell it, how in the world do I share and not sell? So I was on the phone with Leanne Gordon, one of our fabulous Upline NMD 100 Clubs members, and she said something to me that it just really stayed in my head. I have not forgotten it. And in fact, if I actually picture this every single time I go to share Juice Plus, this makes a huge difference for me. So she said, picture Juice Plus as a gift, because it is, and you put it in a great big box with a huge red bow on top. So who doesn't like to get a gift, especially one with a pretty bow on top? That really made me feel like, okay, that's totally different than, just saying, hey, do you want to try this? I mean, it's just completely different when I picture it as that gift. And not only is it a gift, but I actually put a gorgeous bow on top. So it's an extra special gift, because I don't normally take time to put bows on gifts, because I usually am running out the door with them, or I'm just totally forgetting and throwing them in a gift bag quick. So here's the real key, though. I feel like the person that you are sharing with, they get to decide if they're going to open that box now or if they're going to wait and do it in the future. They decide. I can't decide for them, because I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make them drink. So my friend Steph shared with me, I told you multiple times, and I'm sure that she's glad that she didn't stop sharing with me, because we get to live part of our lives together now. But I am extremely thankful that she didn't stop sharing with me, because my family is so incredibly healthy and so blessed because she shared the gift of Juice Plus with us. So once I finally decided, I got to open up that box, and I got to see what is in that box. Well, guess what? It's better nutrition, better mental health, an emotional state, better spiritual health. It can be financial blessings. They get to decide what it is. When they start eating those nutrients, they get to decide if it's going to just be good nutrition, or if they're going to actually decide that this could bless them financially as well. There's so many blessings in this. It's absolutely amazing. So I have to emphasize one more time. Do I share one time and they open the box right away? Not always, not usually, but it's not frustrating. It shouldn't be, because I want you to think of Juice Plus like a strand of pearls. So this is something Wendy Vance said to me. And Wendy, I am so thankful that you said this to me, because a lot of times I am a now person. I am an impatient person. I want things to happen immediately. I want to share Juice Plus. I want people to rip open that box, forget about the bow. They just want what's inside. And I just want them to say, I'll take it all. I want all of it, A to Z. And it doesn't always happen that way. So if you think of sharing Juice Plus like it's a strand of pearls, you have to think about when they construct a strand of pearls. They don't just throw all the pearls at the string and it goes on. They have to do it one pearl at a time. And at the end, they have a gorgeous necklace or a bracelet, or they have, earrings with multiple pearls on them, whatever it may be. But I want you to think about every time you touch base with that person, every time you share Juice Plus with them, it is one pearl that you're putting on the strand. So typically the first pearl that I share with someone is my story. So I heard someone at, I watched the live Peach Tree feed from this weekend, and he was mentioning that you need to be a master storyteller. You need to go to missiondrivenmodel.info and download the telling your story info so you can be perfect at sharing your product and business story with everyone else. So become a master storyteller. Practice your story over and over again. Practice it with your family at home. Practice it with your friends who will listen. Practice it with the sideline. Practice it with your upline. Practice it with the people that you really want to bring into this mission with you. Become that master storyteller so it sounds natural. It is your words. It is your heart. It is not something that you made up. I couldn't make my story up if I tried. If you had told me 4 years ago that I would get rid of all my digestive issues with one simple change, I wouldn't have believed you. I had tried everything. I thought I had tried everything. I had gone to specialists. I had tried all the testing. I had tried over-the-counter medicines. I had tried changing my diet. Nothing was working. And then I made one simple change, and all of a sudden, all my digestive issues are gone. And that happened in the first 3 weeks of eating the product. I would have never believed you. But guess what? That's part of my story now because my life is totally different because of it. Another pearl that you're going to put on that strand is sharing a video with them. So it could be the Bridge the Gap video. It could be a video that when you go to missiondrivenmodel.info, there's so many videos on there. So you could share a video about athletes with someone who you know is an amazing athlete, or their child is an amazing athlete. If it's a doctor or some sort of medical professional, there's videos on there for them. If gosh, there's so many different videos. You name the person, you name the type of person, you name the kind of person, and there's a video specifically for them. Another pearl would be when you follow up with them and you say, can you watch this video in the next 2 or 3 days, and can I follow up with you on Friday? And they say yes, or you pick a different day. That follow-up is where you find your fortune. I have heard for over 14 years, fortune is in the follow-up. And I will tell you, it truly is, because I had a customer who was ready to cancel, and then she told me she was trying Weight Watchers, and I said, oh, you really should try the Shred 10 with us. And she said, I want to talk about that. That sounds really great because I already have Juice Plus. So again, I could have a canceled customer, or I can have a Shred 10 customer, and that fortune is in the follow-up. So that's another pearl. If you don't follow up with them, this is where my opinion comes in, but I have to say, I think a lot of people probably agree with me. If you do not follow up with them and show them that you care enough about them to be brave enough to ask them how they are, what questions they have, what are their thoughts, they will think you are trying to sell them something. This is where it's really important, is where you have that one-on-one conversation. You form that personal relationship. Maybe it's going to grow deeper. Maybe you're just now getting to know them, but you need to let them know that you care enough to put yourself on the line, to do a follow-up phone call, text, email, voice message on Facebook Messenger. You have got to follow up with them. Otherwise, they think you were just trying to sell them something. Hey, I heard you're not feeling well. Here's a video to watch. Let me know what you think. And then you never got back to them, and they were thinking, yeah, they wanted me to watch that video, so I just buy whatever they're selling. But if you call, if you get back to them and you say, I have been thinking about you for the last few days, and I couldn't wait to follow up with you because I really think this is something that could help you. What are your questions? What are your thoughts? How can I help you? How can we get you started? That makes a major difference. Another pearl that you can put on that strand is to invite them to a connection call. If you can't get them on the phone, invite them to an event that you have going on. It could be a potluck, a healthy living party. It could be a Facebook event. It could be a Zoom call. It could be one of our regionals or a boot camp or even conference. And they'll be like, why would I go to a conference with you? I'm not even eating this product. I don't even know what you're talking about. But you know what? It's okay, because that gives you a chance to talk to them, and you get to invite. Show them that you care. Let them know that they are your priority. They are your special guest. They mean the world to you. Show them that. Treat them that way. So there'll be more and more pearls, because the more as they become your customer, and the more customer care you do, that's another pearl. And as you keep adding pearls with your follow-ups, your customer care, you can move that customer from just a customer to a raving fan, like I was, and from a raving fan to a distributor. That's how I became a representative, and to a representative with a goal. Those pearls can get longer and longer and longer, and it's totally up to you how much you pour into those people. And everything and every time that you share with them, it must be from the heart. And so Leanne Gordon will say to you, your story needs to be at the heart level and not at the head level. So if I were to share my story with you and I got to the heart level, you would know that when I first learned about Juice Plus, my main concern was whether it would help my husband with his cholesterol and with his thyroid issues. And the reason for that is because about 6 to 9 months before we decided to start eating Juice Plus, we lost my mother-in-law, and it was completely unexpected. And we really, truly don't know exactly why, but we were told that they assumed it was her extremely high cholesterol. Her cholesterol was over 400 and 500 all the time, and she was allergic to all the statins, so she never took any medication. Boy, I wish I had known about Juice Plus long ago, because I could have possibly shared with her and it could have helped. However, my panic mode set in about a month and a half after she passed away. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my husband because he's got the same issues that she was dealing with. And he's going to leave me. I'm going to be by myself with these 2 boys. And about that time it hit me, I'm thinking, if she passed it on to him, he could have passed it on to the boys. And now I've got 3 people I have to worry about. And I just was in this panic mode. And so one of the first questions I said was, can this help with cholesterol issues? Can this help fix thyroids? Can this help? Can this help? Can this help? And in my panic mode, I wanted to know everything. Could it help with everything? And Steph calmly said to me, good nutrition can help any state of health, whereas poor nutrition is a detriment to any state of health. And I was like, oh, okay. At that point, I wanted her to give me that box with that great big huge red bow on it. And I had to open that box and I had to find out what was in there. And after we started eating Juice Plus, that's when I could get my answer. And if you recall in my story, we don't have cholesterol issues anymore. And when my husband brought home that lab work, it brought me to tears. And he's like, why are you crying? And this was probably a good year and a half after I had that total panic attack, and after we had been eating Juice Plus, and he finally was consistently eating Juice Plus and went back to the doctor and got that blood work. And I told him about my panic attack, and I said, because I thought you were going to die, and I thought you're high cholesterol. And I kind of, he was like looking at me like I was crazy. And then he realized those numbers don't lie. It is so simple. You either have high cholesterol or you don't. And the only thing we changed was Juice Plus. And I was so incredibly thankful that that one simple change gave me my husband back. And it gave me hope to think that my kids are never going to deal with that. That is huge. Who else can I share that with that they can feel the way I feel? The other thing was he wasn't dealing with his thyroid issues. They kept getting worse, and he started eating Juice Plus, and they kept decreasing the medication. And I was thankful for that too, because now he's so close to that man that I fell in love with back in college, full of energy, full of life, just feeling great and ready to take on the day. Juice Plus gave me my husband back. That's amazing. I can't ask for more than that. So I have to say that even after all those amazing blessings that my family has seen with Juice Plus, I was still reluctant to join the mission because I didn't understand what the mission was. I didn't even know what a mission was. But I was already on the mission because I couldn't keep my mouth shut, and I had already started sharing. And I just didn't even know I was on this mission. All I knew was I wanted to pay it forward. I wanted everyone else to know, everyone that I loved to know that they could feel as amazing as God intended them to feel, and that they could get their family back, their health back, their finances back in order. They could get whatever they needed. They could be a better version of themselves. And so what I realized was that a mission is that it's others-centered. It is not self-centered. I get to ask questions. I get to become a better listener. I get to become a better version of me so that I can help and lead others to be a better version of them. And I don't know any other business, company, mission that focuses on other people instead of the person themselves. But I get to share my story from my heart. And that is amazing to me. Not because I want people to listen to me, but because I want other people to know what this gift could do for them. I also want them to realize that if they have finances that are holding them back, there is residual income that comes in, even if life happens and you don't happen to have a new customer in a month. There are no requirements. There are just blessings. And that doesn't happen immediately. You do have to work on that. You do build up to get to that. But oh my gosh, this is just such, I'm going to say it one more time. There are no requirements. It's just blessings. So no matter if you're sharing the Juice Plus product or the mission, or if you're just sharing a video and you think, I don't even know if I'm on this mission. I don't even know if I'm really sharing. I just want you to think of Juice Plus as a gift. You truly are sharing a gift. You are not selling a product. You are sharing a gift because you do not know what this particular product will do for them. And so that makes it a gift, because I can give someone a gift. Let's say I give them, I'm looking at my cell phone. Let's say I give them a cell phone and I think they're going to use it as a cell phone. Well, what if they use it as a camera? What if they use it as a light? What if they use it as their calendar? What if they use it as a calculator? You know what I'm trying to say? Juice Plus has so many facets that it is such a good gift to give that you get to share, they get to decide. And so, it's funny, if years ago people would have said, oh, you're going to use your phone as your camera, we would have laughed at them. Not anymore. That's what we do. If you would say to someone, this one simple change could change your life dramatically, they can laugh at you, and that's okay, because you can say, you just don't know what I know. And I know that this is amazing. So I just wanted to say that I love sharing with others how their family could prosper in so many ways. And I just want to challenge you to go ahead and get as many boxes ready and wrapped up with that great big red bow as you possibly can, and start giving them out. And I would like to just say that this team needs to be ready to give out more boxes and make it full of pearls, and be ready with big red bows on top, and just be ready for the blessings that this one simple change can be. So I am going to go ahead and unmute everybody. And if you have questions or comments or thoughts, I would just love for you to share with us now.
Hey, Missy, you might want to just have everyone muted, and then talk, they can unmute themselves.
Okay, unmuted everybody, and they can unmute themselves. Thank you, Wendy.
One of the things I wanted to say that, well, as you were sharing, Missy, you just lit, like, as you were going deeper and deeper into your story and what it meant to you, and the gift of that it's been to you. And it made me think about, what if we told you that we were going to take it away? Like, I could see your face just when you were how it was connecting in your heart and how it was making you feel. And I think that when we really work hard on our story and our why we're doing this, that stuff, if we really are connected with it, it's going to spill out into how we communicate with other people. And it's kind of like Wendy Campbell says, when we are in, let's say you're meeting a new person and you're talking to them and you're asking them questions about their life and they're sharing with you. And then eventually they finally say, well, what do you do? Right. And then Wendy Campbell always says she's already like vibrant when she's communicating, but she said it's like her whole demeanor changes and her eyes light up and she just like, oh my goodness, I love what I do. I can't even believe I get to do what I do. And it's like, I see that in you as you're talking about what you're doing and how you speak to people. And I think that makes all the difference in the world. Yes, the words are important, but she says you can't say the wrong thing to the right person or the right thing to the wrong person. It's okay. Like you said, it's a series of exposures that all add up to help that person have belief. But when they see how passionate you are about it, yes, the words are good, but it's so much more about how you feel about what you're saying and that it's coming from your heart. So I just love that. So thank you.
Thank you, Wendy.
Come on. Missy, you're very good. You inspired me. If I wasn't on Juice Plus, I would want to get on it right now.
Oh, thank you, Peggy. You're so
Okay.
sweet.
You're welcome. Move, please. She wants to be played with all the time. No, move. I did not hurt her.